Hey YouTube, just out here gardening a little bit. Had to step in the bed and get a couple weeds out. Oh Steve, don't get in there. What's wrong, Steve? Why are you limping around today, buddy? You're not looking too happy. He wants to just sleep in there. Got some banana peppers, I believe. Some hot banana peppers there. Quite a few coming out of there. I'll walk around here, out of the garden. These are all corn in the back row, and then beans in the foremost row. Come on, Steve. Steve, you're all my beans and corn and shit, bro. Come on. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me get him out. Come on, Steve. I know, you heard me talking. You were like, I want to come to the garden too. Come on, buddy. Come on, you big baby. Go on. Stay out there, please. He's going to get right back in, I'm sure. Yeah, but I'm about to, well, here. Steve, go on. Closing the gate. You're going to try to come in anyway, I bet. Need to get it at least the second one latched. There we go. Okay, now that that's taken care of. So this tomato plant, not making any tomatoes yet, just a bunch of good flowers. Found some, you can see, let's see, where's it good? Oh, like right here. You can see some tomato hornworm did a little number on one of these. So I sprayed it down. You see there's one down there, a littler one. But I picked some huge ones off of here earlier, some almost full-sized ones. But I sprayed it all down. 2 days in a row I sprayed it with BT, the caterpillar killer bacteria. So we should be getting rid of them. One thing I noticed, 1 second, let me find it. Where is he at? Oh, he's right here. On the plants that I have been finding the most hornworms on, there's a couple bites out of my tomatoes too. So I had a couple bites out of these tomatoes. I don't know if that's because they're getting too much sun because the hornworms were eating off the leaves on top, and it's like making them weak to stuff coming in and eating them, or if it's actually the hornworms themselves. They are pretty large. They might be able to eat a tomato. But yeah, you can see like right here where these ends are chewed off and stuff, there's no leaves here. You can tell they kind of did a number on me. But most of the other ones are growing pretty good, trying to just get those like kind of untangled from each other. Probably needed to trim a little bit more on these. Let's go see what we got over here. So this one's doing really good. Got a lot of nice tomatoes on it. This one is like a double tomato somehow. I don't know exactly how that happens, but it did. This one's got a little crack in it, but they're still good even when they crack. Just when they get a little bit, they just look a little weird when they start to get a little bigger. Yeah. I think I got most of the hornworms off. It's looking pretty good. For how big they are, they're kind of hard to see. I had a couple other little worms in here too. I think they might have been cabbage loopers or something like that. But I don't really have anything that's super susceptible to those. I mean, they'll eat the leaves, but the hornworms do a lot worse. Basil doing good. I transferred it into a new container. It looks like right here, that's starting to go to flower. So I might have had it too much in the sun. He's getting a little too much heat, maybe. So when it goes to flower, I just come through and pick all those flowers off. If any of them don't actually get a little flower bud on them, I usually just leave them, and it doesn't seem to bother anything. Yep, transferred this guy into a bigger container though. Got some of these banana peppers, as I said, really big one there. I think I had one more that was, there's this one too, but I think I had one more that was a little bit bigger somewhere other than this one. But I guess not. Maybe that was on the other one. This one, starting to just make just like some little balls there. So they should be fruiting here pretty soon. I don't see any hornworms or anything down through here. This one is the one that got torn up the most by the hornworms, I'd say. It got eaten up pretty bad. I guess they do like peppers a fair amount too. Oh look, there's a worm right in there. I need to get him off here in just a second. And this one, yep. They're starting to go. I think this is the jalapeno. So they're starting to go too. And it doesn't really seem, it got eaten up a little bit, but I think once it starts making fruits, nothing really likes to eat them because they're too hot. Like it keeps stuff from eating it somewhat. But this one, it's probably the least far along. It's got a bunch of little balls on it, but none of them are big yet. So yeah, guys, let me get this worm off. I'm just gonna give him the old flick. Oh yeah, he's down in there now. Go somewhere else, buddy. I mean, he probably would have died if I would have left him here. And one thing I learned the other day, if you see tomato hornworms, or I think there's a couple other worms that they do it too. If you see them with little white spikes on their back, leave those, because those are the white spikes are wasp eggs, and those wasps are beneficial wasps. They'll hatch out on the back of the worm, and they'll eat the worm. The larval stage will. Oh, here's a small hornworm here. You see him? He's pretty small. He was hanging onto the underside of the leaf. It looks like that bacteria did do what it's supposed to do, and seems like they're not enjoying it very much to me. It seems like, anyway. Just trying to see if I see any more under here. This is the one that I found the one bigger one on, I think. There's a beetle or something there. And I already checked this one, yep. Alright, we're probably good. I tried to spray it down really good, but you can only do so much for him. It's this here. I don't know what that was. Kind of weird. Anyway, we'll go take a look at the ponds since I got you guys out here. Corn and beans are growing pretty good though. Tomatoes are coming along. Yeah, if you guys, I have a garden plan I'm gonna follow now. I got it off of Kellogg's Gardening. And man, you can download it in like a document, like an Excel document, Microsoft Excel, or like Google Sheets type thing, I think. And it's really good. It's like already made for you, and it's got, you know, a bunch of good information on it. I'll go in and show that to you guys too. Anybody who's gardening might want to go look at that. And even if you live somewhere else other than me, it's got different zones on there. I don't know now, like for Cedric, I don't know. I really don't know how that works, but if his planting zones are the same as mine, then man, this thing's getting eaten up a little bit. This guy looks better though. Getting him out of the water a little bit. I need to come over here and get water out of here and use it in my garden some more. That way it'll get the water level down a little lower. But yeah, I don't know if Cedric would be able to use this because it might not be the right zone. I don't know how other countries' zones work. I know that it's like United States hardiness zones, so I don't know if they're different in other places, but they do have a lot of different zones listed on there, so we will go give that a little check. Maybe my girlfriend will be up. And I think I posted a short about this thing we made, but I'll show you guys that too. Oh, here's the succulents. The hen and chick, doing pretty okay. Haworthia, doing pretty good. We got these nice little succulent containers. I like them a lot. They're a little more expensive, but they're nice and big, and they're not very, like, deep, but they're really, really wide, which is good for succulents. This is just a bunch of Haworthia babies that we were growing for the project that I'm about to show you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's the succulent project. So you see we got the hen and chicks in the middle, kind of mounted up. That's one of the Haworthia babies, like the biggest one. She bought some other succulents that are different kinds to put in the corners. And there's like a hen and chick facing each direction. And all I did to waterproof this, I don't know if it'll last forever like that, but all I did to waterproof the inside was just put silicone down. I just put a good layer of brown silicone and like spread it all around into a nice thin layer. That way it's waterproofed. And then we put hydraulic clay pebbles on there in the bottom, and then put a sheet of landscape fabric over the top, and that's like our false bottom, so that these guys do get some drainage. And then the top is just succulent mix that we mounted up in the middle and everything. It looks really good. And then the rocks are just Oko stone that I had left over from all my mini projects. Here's the onions. I think these are carrots. Looks like all of them didn't come up, but I'm really thinking that they're better for direct sow anyway, so that's fine. This is just kind of like a test, but I'm going to take all these onion transplants, put them outside here soon, but they're not supposed to go out till it's a little bit cooler. Sorry, I didn't realize it was just hitting the lamp there with the camera. Alright, give me 1 second. I want to show you guys one more thing before we go check out the chart, or whatever you want to call it. So my Pilea died in this terrarium thing. I don't know if it's probably because I underwatered it, because I haven't watered it in a long time. However, something else kind of cool happened. And look at this guy. Gotta be careful, it poked me hard the other day. I don't know if it's about to flower like that or not, but that looks cool. That's the Cryptanthus. I think it's a red watt. This one looks really good too. Look at that. Look at that coloration on there. It's kind of getting some more shade. Ow, it poked the fuck out of me. And the strawberry begonia, the big version of it died off, but it's got like 2 babies growing back. This thing's got some babies growing. And then this stuff, the Ficus pumila, is growing back pretty good. So, that is how that's looking. I'm pretty happy with this thing. I want to put this in a big terrarium and let it get super tall. Yeah, we'll show you guys the chart now. So, I will find a link to getting it to. Okay, here we go. My mom was looking at Hulu stuff yesterday when she was here, so that's why that's there. Okay, so it's got this where you can kind of like design your thing on a grid sheet, and you can put everything how you have it back there. So that's kind of nice. It's got a resources page, and I actually went through and downloaded all these to my girlfriend did it for me, but downloaded them to my computer. That way, power goes out or internet goes out or something. Well, not power, but internet goes out. Then I can figure this stuff out, find it, or if I had a generator, I could still run it with the power out. So you got cut flowers, baby's breath, bee balm. I mean, it's a pretty substantial list. And then you have your months here when you would like it says the green is for planting it, sowing seeds. So sowing seeds, like the yellow would be like sowing them inside, and then the green would be planting them outside, and then the harvest would be the orange. It's got all your like temperatures and how much you should space them, whether they're perennial. That's for cut flowers. Then we got native flowers. We got companion flowers. Fruit, all kinds of different fruit trees. Herbs and veggies. So yeah, this is a really, really good free thing to get. Let me see if I can find where it is. Kellogg. 1 second, guys. Kellogg Garden. What is it, like planting chart? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so you can just type in Kellogg Gardening Planting Chart, and right here it says Kellogg Gardening Organics Free Gardening Guides, so we'll click on that. And then there's Gardening for Beginners, so you could click on that and you could get a bunch of different guides. What we want is the Find Your Planting Zone, but there's how you find your planting zone actually, but I already know I'm 6B, so I actually don't need to find my planting zone. Where's it at? Oh, where's it at? Alright, 1 second. Maybe under free garden guides. Container gardening guide, raised bed guide. Okay, planting charts for zone 1 through 10. Okay, so what you do is you come to up here at the top. It says free garden guides. Click that. You got all these different things: raised bed, containers, monthly, companion planting, monthly. Like these are like different like magazine things almost, like different genres almost. This is not the one I meant to click. Oops, I meant to click this one. Right? Oh, that was the one I clicked. Where are we at? I know this is definitely where it's at, guys. I'm just not as smart as my girlfriend. I don't think she got it sent to her. Okay, so I entered my email. Okay, yeah. So you got to enter your email, and then there are two versions available: a PDF that is printable. Here, I'll go back so you guys can see it. So you go to your free garden guides. We go to planting charts for zones 1 through 10. We type in, this is my email. I don't really want you guys to see that bad, but it's okay if you guys do, I guess. Not that big of a deal. And thank you for your interest. Scroll down and get your garden guides. Planting charts for zone 1 through 10. Download now. And it says that there's PDF and a printable Google Sheets file. Our zone here is 6B. So we'll go to 6 here. Go with the Google Sheet, which I think what we did, but you could download each of those PDFs separately, and boom, you got your sheet. And down here you got all your tabs that you can open up and everything like that. I made some adjustments to mine, that way I only have the things on there. Like you can go through here and delete these and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly how she figured that out, but my girlfriend messed around with it. There's ways to delete these boxes. That way, if you don't want to know what catnip its requirements are, you can delete all that. So yeah, just something that I thought you guys should know, and it's really cool. That's it for today. Probably gonna go out and water the garden now, take a shower, eat some food. I'll see you guys back here pretty soon and let you guys check out the paludarium. I probably be ordering the newt here soon, even though it's going to be more expensive than I wanted it to be. But that's okay. I want the cool newt, so we're going for it. Have fun, guys. Peace.